Yes, we back. Show speaks. 18. We getting on up there. I appreciate y'all for watching. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate that. I need that. You know what I'm talking about? It just helped me reach more people. It helped the algorithm. You know, it helped me get more views. And that also leads to me, you know, being motivated to come on here and give y'all more and more what I do. You know what I'm talking about? So, with no further ado, we about to get into this, man. 702 Visions, District 1104. And just holler at me, send me a DM, a comment, you know, just let me know. Custom clock. You can get your any digital image. You can get a photo. You can get a picture of your grandmama. You can get a picture of your pet, favorite team, you know, whatever, you know what I'm saying, your favorite car, and we'll put it on the clock for you, customize the colors, you know, put some jewels and, you know, some little emblems and whatever on it, and we got you a custom clock. So, alright, today, what we got going on today? Of course, I give y'all 3 good topics each and every time, you know what I'm talking about. So we're gonna get into the first one. The first one is mudras. Okay, let's just start with the definition of a mudra. You know what I'm talking about? And we're gonna go to Wikipedia. We're gonna use Wikipedia today and give you the definition of what a mudra is. You know what I'm saying? First, before I, you know, just get into it. Alright, mudra is a symbolic or ritual gesture or pose. Let me repeat. Is a symbolic ritual, gesture, or pose, as well as being spiritual gestures employed in spiritual practice of Indian religions. Mudras have meaning in many forms. The range of mudras used in each field differs, but with some overlap. In addition, many Buddhist mudras are used outside South Asia and have developed different local forms elsewhere. Of course, mudras is, well, this is the Wikipedia definition, and let me give you the etymology of the term as well. It's a seal or instrument, pretty much. You use it. Okay, you got to understand what you are. Me, you, the person that's on TikTok, on live, watching me right now. You know what I'm talking about? Like, we are electrical beings. You know what I'm saying? Magnetic beings, carbonated beings. You know what I'm talking about? Electricity, static. You know what I'm saying? We are one with the source. You know what I'm saying? We are one with the source. So, with you having electricity and magnetism, your hands, also your toes, you know, but your hands specifically are like transmitters. It emit electrons, electricity, and when you put them in shapes and forms, what I'm about to show you in a minute, it does certain things depending on how you shape and form your fingers. No, these ain't gang signs. They mudras. You know what I'm talking about? So, now that I told you what a mudra is, based off a simple definition, simple Wikipedia definition. Power, when you feel like you need power, just put your hands like this. This is the mudra for power. You know, you see a lot of famous people doing this. You know what I'm saying? You see people in interviews, courtrooms. You see people on just live national TV, you know, doing this. You see people in some sort of bad predicament, and you know, they might do this, you know, just to, you know, formulate that power. You are an electrical being, a magnetic being, carbonated being, water being. So when you do certain things, you channel certain elements and powers. You know what I'm talking about? So this is one of them. You see people like this, and or they might do like this in an interview or something. Either way it go, they making, you know what I'm saying, that hand gesture. So it's plenty and it's many. Like I want to find better ones. You know, it goes further. It goes as far as like certain points on your hand reflect certain body parts on your body. Just like in your eyes, the white around your pupil, that for each part of your eyeball and your fingertips or hands per se, it refers to a part of the body. You feel what I'm saying? So depending on what's hurting or depending on what you want to tap into, that's what you touch, caress, or just analyze, and it'll tell you what's going on in that specific part of the body. So that's what mudras are pretty much based on. Creation. When you creating, when you're thinking, you know, you trying to create, this is creation. So you put, you know, channel your energy, you know, try to focus, meditate, or like, you know, have a silent mind, and you know, you tap into your mudras. And this right here is awareness. When you want to be more aware, more focused, this is awareness. You know what I'm saying? So it's different mudras for different ones. You got intuition, absolute, energy, harmony. You know, and when you see this right here, you know, y'all know what that is. Y'all know, you know what I'm saying? That's creation. That's creativity. You can do this and make a wish. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you channel that energy. You know, when you see celebs or people in the know that do certain things, they got certain information, and you know, they just know something that you don't know. You know, I know a lot of things are just out of people's, you know, line of thinking. Like anything that's conducive to the world that you believe in your head is, you know, that some people take that different. You know what I'm saying? They don't take that too well. They are not like apt to new ideas, concepts, perspectives. You know, some people are just wholeheartedly, what they believe is what they believe, right, wrong, or indifferent, and you know, you can't break them from it. But that's, you know, that's neither here or there. You know, to each his own. But fact is fact, truth is truth. Let me see. Let me see if I can find a few more. Cause I just be like, if I'm somewhere and I'm on my phone, like I'm not in my space where I like got everything, you know, I kind of take a note, you know what I'm talking about? Take notes, and so I know to go back. And, you know what I'm saying, try to hit on something, like some things you might forget, and you don't want to forget. Not this. So I usually I use the computer to do all my research and, you know, yada yada. But sometimes I just very well use my phone and, you know, type something in, or I text something to myself to remind myself, hey, you know, look at that, and go with that. Next up, facts you didn't know about the US of A, the Americas. You know, facts that you didn't know about USA or America. I got plenty. Don't get it twisted. I got plenty. But I'm only gonna give y'all, about 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna give y'all about 10. You know, I'm gonna give y'all about 10. And I speak on some things as I go. I look up some shit as I go. You know what I'm saying? And I just, just keep going. Some of this shit gonna blow your mind. Some of this stuff is something you may know, may have heard of already. Some of this stuff you probably haven't heard, don't know. Some of this stuff you probably gonna be like, you wrong in that motherfucker, I ain't never heard that, I ain't never heard nobody tell me that, yada yada, but go look it up yourself. If you do the proper research, if you figure out the correct information, the resources to find it, then you will know too. It's all type of information out here. We in the information age, if you didn't know. And this is the time of awakening. We in the age of Aquarius. We just moved out of the Piscean age. We in the Aquarius age. So this is where things will be exposed, and let's say enlightenment. People are waking up. People are a new way, a new form is upon us. So with no further ado, let me go ahead and get into that. And let me give you number 1. Alright. The Revolutionary War is fraud. The United States never declared independence from Great Britain. And something that should remind you of that is, rest in peace, but Queen Elizabeth, the Prince Harry, and I forget the other one, Charles. Charles is the husband. But I forgot the 2 boys, Princess Diana, rest in peace. So it's a reason that I get into that as I go, but since your existence, my existence, probably your mothers and fathers, we've been under the control of Britain, Great Britain. So that is why we have the same colors as far as a flag, and it's similar. A lot of things are similar. Even the language, they call it English. England is England, and over here, all the way in another continent, we speak English. So that should be a giveaway right there for you. Number 2, America is a British colony. That goes back to number 1, which just pretty much confirming it or reassuring it. And you might think it's a American colony, it's a British colony. The King of England financed both sides of the Revolutionary War. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't no revolution. You know what I'm saying? The same people that's on the left wing, which is your Republican, is the same bird of the wing on the right, which is Democrat. You got your liberals, conservatives, radicals, all these quote unquote terms that they give you, which is basically the same motherfuckers. Alright, number 4, the gold fringe, symbolic of royalty, which is attached to every border of every flag hanging in every courtroom in America, symbolizes the U.S. being ruled by Great Britain under maritime admiralty law. Now, when I first heard of maritime admiralty law, it kind of blew me away. This was years ago, but if you are ever blessed to come into a certain knowledge or just things that's going on, certain laws, certain facts, certain statutes, policies, executive orders, you know, all of that, you know, even CIA classified documents type shit. Like, when you come into certain things that you didn't know, but now you know, it can shake you up, it can make you think certain things, and it definitely will change your view depending on how you feel about it, whether you believe about it. Like I said, some people are one way and that's the way they going. They gonna turn a blind eye, they gonna sweep it up under the rug. They are going to purposely act like it isn't real. They are going to be delusional. They are going to be all type of things to not face the truth, to not face the reality that they, you know, believe. They don't want to believe something else. But like I say, maritime admiralty law, if you don't know nothing about that, you should definitely get some type of knowledge to that. Alright, moving on. There are no judicial courts in America and have not been since 1789. Judges do not enforce statutes and codes. Executive administrators do. Alright, so there has not been a judge in America since 1789. Only administrators. Alright, now, if you ever been to your local courthouse, if you ever been to your juvenile court for rights, civil case, far as child rights, something simple as that. If you ever been to child support court, you definitely seen this. If you've been to maybe a low-level municipal court, you've seen this. And you've seen a judge, or what you think is a judge, but it says administrator. It does not say judge. It might say judge on a paper. The judge might, in third person, call themselves a judge. You might hear someone call them a judge. But on the stand, they have a little sign. And it says administrator. Doesn't say judge. And that's what they are. It's telling you blatantly right in front of your face. You know, they are an administrator. They're not a judge. So like I said, I named a couple spots where you might see that taking place. So be sure to look at it. And if you want to go back and check what happened or why since 1789 judges have not been active, then you can feel free to, you know, look that up. Next, there have not, I said that, there have not been any judges in America since 1789, only administrators. That was the next one. All right, the most powerful court in the USA or America is not the Supreme Court. It is the Supreme Court of Pennsylvania. All right, so I know we all like to believe the Supreme Court is the highest court, but it is not. It is the Supreme Court of Pennsylvania, and Pennsylvania is one of the founding states of quote-unquote America. Your 13 colonies, quote-unquote, that's what it was at a certain time. Of course, that's not what it is, but that's what it was a time where it was, you know, just 13 colonies, or like just the capital states of America, so to speak, the founders of America states type of thing. And Pennsylvania is one of them. It's a very prominent state far as history, and a lot of things have taken place in Pennsylvania as well. Not gonna go too much into it, but go ahead and look that up. Look up Pennsylvania. Alright, we moving on. The people does not include you and I. When they say we the people, they are not talking about you and I. You know what I'm saying? They are not, that was not wrote for you and I. You know what I'm saying? It was wrote for them. And we'll get to them in a second. Alright. You own no property. Let me repeat. You own no property. You think you own. You are listed as a tenant. Legally, the term being, like human being or just being, refers to an animal impersonating a human, such as a slave. Under the law, slaves cannot own property. Now, I've told you in law, words that you think are like mean something, it means something totally different. I suggest people look into the Black Law Dictionary so you can know that. So when we talking law, court, all that other stuff, you might think you saying one thing, but you are not saying that in law. You know, it's a different set of rules, and you gotta know the rules. You know what I'm talking about? You have to know. We still at 1.8K likes, y'all. Let's get them up to 2K. Let's 2K likes for your boy. But back to what I was saying. Let's say the term being, and I pretty much just gave you, you know, the definition of being when you talking about law, and it refers to an animal impersonating. It's not talking about a person. Impersonating a human, such as a slave. Under the law, slaves cannot own property. And if you are not a common free person, if you haven't changed your status, fiduciaries, pretty much all of that right there, when you talking about freeing yourself from the system, your straw man, all of that, that's a whole different live, that's a whole different topic, that's a whole different episode. But I'm just, you know, skimming through, just letting you know some shit. And hold on, y'all. Right, just letting you know some shit. And we are considered as slaves. You are considered as a slave. You have a birth certificate, you have a social security number, you have a driver's license. That is when you apply for a job, you put Black or African American. You consider yourself a citizen. One of the first things they ask you on a job application, are you a citizen? You know, the word citizen don't mean what you think it means. It means something else. So that's something you have to get into and look up yourself. Alright. On to the next. We are slaves and own absolutely nothing. Not even our children. Mothers are listed as an informant on our birth certificate. That was something I didn't know until I checked. I pretty much know the lingo. I know the verbiage of this shit. But didn't know that though. When I did look into it, you're exactly right. So look up what an informant is, and if you don't know exactly what a birth certificate is, or a certificate, you know, you're not, if you don't know etymology of words, how to break shit down, you know, then you kind of not gonna get it, but you can get on a path to getting it. You know what I'm talking about? So let me see. On to the next. Do I want to do that one? Cause I don't want to do all what I got. Like, I'm gonna save some more for another one. I'm gonna do this last one, and I'll leave it. I'll leave it at that. All right. George Washington divided states into districts based upon ritualistic practices of Masonic squares. This is why even today towns are built on the square. America really is the land of the free, Freemasons, that is. Yes, a lot of things that you think is not. This land is well, let me go back. We the people. Well, the people is the Masons. They pretty much talking code to themselves, telling each other the agenda and what they plan to do, this, that, and the third. And if you don't know the verbiage, you don't know how to break it down, you can't read in between the parables, then you're gonna read it and think it means something literally, like the Bible. You read the Bible, that shit is not meant to be taken literally. You know what I'm saying? If you read it and believe it literally, then you're gonna be fucking confused and just believing all type of shit. It's flying monkeys, it's all type of shit in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? But it's not meant to be literal. You have to break it down. It's saying something. It's coded. It's in parables. So basically, you know, when they say we the people, they are, you know, they talking about them, we, you know. That's why they say you are a slave. They not talking about you. You know, when I said that don't include me and you, they not talking about me and you. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't know or Masonic rituals and shit like that, then I don't want to say you just not paying attention, but you are doing that to some degree. They are all around us. Basically, pretty much this race shit is like, we gotta look past it. You know, it's really a distraction. You know, they are really pawns. They really are being used. The people that oppress us look like us. You know what I'm saying? We empower. You know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes. And, you know, so that was just a little gem. I ain't mean to say that, but I'm gonna give y'all that one. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, I can go more in depth with that shit, but this was just a few facts about America that you didn't know, and I gave you 10 of them. You know, go back. You know, if it's one that, you know, you don't seem familiar with or probably don't believe, you know, just do your research. I will have well, I'm live right now in TikTok. They wrong for that one with they slick ass, cause don't nobody know that for real, for real. Yeah, it's a lot of shit you don't know, but you know, this is why I'm here. I'm gonna break that shit down for you, love. You know what I'm talking about? So, yes, like I was saying, like, it's a lot of shit you don't know that you think you do know, but it ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna move on to the next topic. Alright, so y'all know Blueface, man, and Chrisean Rock. I hope I'm saying her name right. Man, first of all, what they put in our face, man, is pure dysfunction. But that's what sells, or that's what get ratings, that's what get attention, that's what gets you know, that's just what people fuck with and like and shit. You know what I'm saying? I guess. You know, they got them a TV show on Zeus, and all I ever see them do is fight and shit. Beat each other up or beat each other people up. I think he knocked out the daddy, Chrisean Rock daddy. I think Chrisean Rock did something to one of Blueface people, whether it's his baby mom or a family member, something of that nature. Some of that nature, man. So now, I've always been interested in how they met and who was she before she met him. Like it's a certain angle. Chrisean. It's a certain angle that I'm trying to get to, but you know, I'm a you know, give you a little backstory, yada yada. You know what I'm talking about? Blueface and Chrisean were first introduced to each other in 2020 when she was a competitor on his OnlyFans reality show, Blue Girls Club. In the series, a group of women was invited to live in Blueface's home for a month and compete for his affection. See, I didn't even know that shit. This nigga had a live on OnlyFans. Damn. That's big. That's the same shit Tory Lanez had did, or some of that nature on Instagram. But I guess it was a straight ass idea, you know, now that I'm thinking about it. As far as, you know, staying in the, cause you know, folks like that gotta stay in the limelight, they gotta stay popping, relevant. And if you're a rapper and it ain't your music, so you gotta do some other shit to stay. You know what I'm saying? So that was straight, you know what I'm saying? So out of this whole ordeal, you know, first of all, if he even did a OnlyFans, like a quote unquote reality show on OnlyFans, which is pretty much a free platform, me, you, whoever can get one and upload whatever content that they would like. So he took advantage of that, and probably the bigger picture, the bigger vision was to do what he doing now, which is got a show on a real big network where he getting ratings and getting paid, bigger, broader audience, sponsorship, advertisement. It's just more make more sense business wise, as far as, you know, a artist or just, you know, somebody trying to, you know, step it up. And okay, so from that, they've been doing pretty much what you like see on VH1, or like, and my computer keep going out. What you see on VH1, Bad Girls Club, or Love and Hip Hop, or Black Ink, just whatever show you see on like VH1, BET, is probably gonna be the same type of model, you know, same type of business model, or just, you know, format. Regardless if it's about tattoos or some kind of competitive show like Bad Girls Club, with this a dating show or just something like that, you gotta have some bullshit. You gotta have some extra shit. You gotta have some toxic shit. And they are very, very much delivering what they supposed to do. And it's a little toxic. I don't see, far as the public, I don't really see I don't see people like saying that's goals. Chrisean get a lot of love. She get a lot of from the women. She's attractive, even with the gap. Even though sometimes I look at it and be like, nah, you know, like, she can be high on the scale, you know what I'm saying, and she can be low, you know, depending on, I don't know, man, I don't know. It's a lot going on, but okay, let me keep it going. And she really is kind of like the driving force for Blueface. Like, okay, like Blueface is the one that's quote unquote the one people know, but not like that for real, for real. He attached to some names. He recently had a song. He needed that song too. This one with Mo3. Tatiana and some of his other joints that ain't, you know, but he kind of done came back. He got him a joint, and then he followed that up with Christian Rock and doing what he been doing. You know what I'm saying? As far as that, and she is kind of like the driving force for him. We hear more, see more about him because of her. And at the same time, it's the other way around, you know. She's getting, you know, recognition and known because she's attached to him. So it kind of worked both ways. But I do feel like Chrisean is really more of an attraction than him at this point. I don't know. It's some about her. I would like to know more about her. Like before her past, she looked athletic. She looked like she was in the sports and shit. I've seen like cheerleading outfits, photos of her like cheering and shit. We had 2.2K likes, y'all. We had 2.2K likes. Let's get it up to 2.5. So it seemed like she was a little bit more softer, you know, that edge, that what's the word? That tomboyish, that just the way she's acting now, it seemed like that wasn't the case before. Like she probably was always aggressive, and you know she's a big girl, so she probably was, you know, like, well, she's an athletic girl. She's I don't know how tall or big she is, but she's definitely athletic. She can run, jump, strong, all of that. So so she's confident basically in that aspect. But I think she kind of, once she got a hold of the limelight, and once Blueface team got in her ear and was like, hey, look, if we do this, we can achieve that. And I think that's what you see going on, but how long can it go on? How long can they sustain that? And is that type of shit healthy? Like, we crucified Chris Brown when he had that incident with Rihanna. You know what I'm talking about? Like, we crucified that nigga. Chris Brown is that nigga, so he wasn't never gonna go away. But he did lose some. He didn't lose no fans musically. He might have lost. He lost like sponsorships and little shit. I believe Jay-Z probably like tried to blackball him or blame him. Like, it was basically public humiliation, you know what I'm saying, for him. And that's a ritual, by the way. You have to go through that to get to the top. I just threw that one in there, y'all. But the fact still remain, we crucified that nigga for that. And that was one incident, you know what I'm saying, where we know, or we allegedly, you know, he put his hands on Rihanna, and it was this and that and that and this. And it was just a big feminist play. It was a big domestic violence, abuse. I believe that campaign started probably from that, and then led to NFL and sports, and then it led to just black men, period. Just the narrative or the image, so I should say. And we crucified the guy for that. He was like 17, 18 years old. They not that old, I don't think. Blueface is probably like 20 what? Mid-20s, maybe late. And so is Chrisean. You know, she at least mid-20s. So, you know, they grown. And they beating the hell out of each other. Throwing shit. Black eyes. All type of shit going on. But we ain't saying a motherfucking thing about that. Like, I'm real, I'm quite intrigued by that, man. Is it for show? Is it for the fame, or just like is it being brushed up under the rug? Is it really entertainment, or is this some real shit? Cause people watching it and they getting, you know, they thinking it's cool or something to do, or might imitate it, might think that's how relationships should go. Like when you put shit on the broad stage like that and it's getting glorified, like it's something like that type of shit is like what get imitated in the real world, where you can get your ass locked the fuck up, you know, for the shit Blueface and them be doing, man. Like, you really catch a fucking case doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that I know they got a show and how they popped off is how they popped off. Like I said, that was the goal. So what you seeing is scripted. Pretty much what you see, if it's a company, sponsorships, a network, all this shit, it's scripted. You know, so that's my thoughts on that. You know what I'm saying? Chrisean and Blueface. I think it's, you know, I just think it's very, very questionable that we ain't giving him the same heat we gave Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? I don't think couples are displayed like this, where they just viewing, we actually seeing violence. Like when we seen Ray Rice beat the shit out that girl on the elevator, that was, oh, lock him up, he's a monster, all that shit. But when we see this shit, it's just, oh, that's them. I don't know. I just ain't, you know, I don't know. That ain't sufficing to me. And then, you know, another thing is the shit she be doing, she go extra ham. And, you know what I'm saying, Blueface done tried to pay this girl to leave him alone. I think they pregnant, or I think she pregnant, or they got a baby on the way. He done went back to his baby mama. You know, he don't want other rappers fucking with her. Like, it's a real show, man. And you know, it's something to, you know, it's something to marvel at, just how we can see this and just think it's straight. Like, I don't know, like the drama, or the, you know, the toxic shit, the petty shit, like, that's cool. But when we talking violence amongst a couple, you know, like, that's a little bit over the top for like millions of people to be seeing, to me. But that's where we at. That's what get ratings. That's what people want to see or claim they, you know, that's what people tune into, you know, the bullshit, or, you know, the ratchet shit, the fuckery, the bad. You know, just pretty much all the good shit, man. You know, the bad shit. I mean, you know, just the fuckery. But yeah, that's my stance on it as of now. How come we don't give him the same heat we give Chris Brown? And this is pretty much scripted. You know what I'm saying? They putting on a show for Zeus. And I don't know how many seasons they gonna have, but you know, that type of shit is a business model. That's what I want people to understand, that, you know, VH1, BET, MTV, you know, they do that shit, but they do it with they people, or, you know, their culture type of shit. Like, if you remember, damn, what was that show? You know, it's other networks, they got other shows with other cultures of people, and they doing the same shit, but it's just more demoralizing to our culture. Cause, you know, that's all they show of us. You know, they get to see other shit. But there you have it. You know what I'm saying? I am, you know what I'm saying, show with Show Speaks, episode 18, TikTok. I'm glad y'all came to fuck with me. You know, we here, we in this bitch. It's not straight at all, but that was how they come to us, first impressions. Yup, that is. And I appreciate the rose. I don't know who sent the rose, but I appreciate it. If you stayed all the way to now, I appreciate you. I appreciate you for rocking with your boy, man. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification button. And, you know, just let me know how you feeling your boy, man. Let me know about content. Let me know about topics or something you want a nigga to talk about. And I'm going to do that, man. And like I say, I'm going to just be here. I'm going to deliver on a consistent basis. And, you know, like I've been doing. And we out.
You are now watching 702 Visions.
Shout out to y'all boys, man.
I ain't hard to find. Get at me. 702 Vision. District 1104.